Tell me, have you sat there and thought, man, I've done everything in my games, and now you're bored and looking for a new game to beat? Well, guess what? You haven't done everything in the game that you think you have. Because I'm here to tell you that there's this wonderful world of roleplay, and it's going to level up your gaming experience to the elite. So let's get started. Roleplay. The concept conjures up images of a bunch of nerds sitting around a table, rolling dice and acting like weirdos, talking about magic, monsters, kind of like Stranger Things. Hello there, oh dear, it's not a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry. But I also just wanted to point out, it's kind of funny that the kids called that weird monstrous thing the Demogorgon, because Demogorgon is actually a demon prince, and I am really showing my nerd side right now. And no, I'm not talking about what your parents did in the bedroom one night to spice things up, which ultimately led to the degradation of you. Oh, did I just say that? I'm sorry. Nor am I talking about running your fingers across the microphone while whispering like a fucking weirdo. Hi. Do you like what I'm doing right now? Is this creepy for you? Because it's creepy for me. Oh, hang on. Yeah. No, I'm talking about gaming roleplay, where you actually take on the role of a character. It's a little more complicated than just making a character, because anybody can come up with a character. But it's learning about the world that you're going to be playing in. Where are you going to play? What's the world like? What are the options do you have to make a character out of? So you got to get an idea of where you're going to be to be able to say, this is the kind of character I want to make. Because you can't really make like Gundam Wing Soup and bringing them into Skyrim, because that is really weird and extremely difficult. I'm sure there's probably a mod out there, but once you get an idea of where your character is and who they are and where they're from, then you get an idea of feeling what they're going to do. What's their goal? A baker, and they're looking for a particular type of wheat or a flour of some sort that they really, really want, so they go on a quest to find it, and they find it, and they make muffins out of it, and they're like, I've made muffins. Now they got a choice. Where do they go from there? Do they, I don't know, maybe go sell it, or maybe they made these muffins particular because their grandmother's sick, or something like that. Like the blood nurner, the bread ones. That could be an option. Like, they have to go find that, and you know where that is. It's in Blackreach, and you have to go through the farmer. So maybe your character's not really big on fighting, but they know where it is, and they have to go get it. And it's going to be a challenge for them, but then you have to find a way to get their character through it, because if they don't, Meemaw's gonna die. So that's kind of like the next point, come up with a goal, come up with an idea of what your character's drive is, what they're going for, and how they're going to get it. They end up getting really good at fighting, or maybe they hate fighting, or maybe they go ballistic. Try to think about what your character can actually do. Your character has to go down to Blackreach. Maybe they don't know how to fight. Maybe they're scared of the dark. Let's hear what this is.
We have much to discuss, you and I.
Add realism. They have to sleep, they have to eat, they have to drink. I mean, if you really want to get really serious, they have to poop and piss. Whoa. Okay, taking a shat while you're flying? You are a bird. And the other thing is that in most of my series, I follow the rules of permadeath. My characters perish, they go down, that's it. They're over, their story's done. It adds that, you don't want to go into a fight because you think you can do it. It is. Ew. And if I just die, I can just respawn, but if you can't respawn, that changes the game altogether. One thing I liked is my character already marked where they got shot. Ow. You ugly piece of shit. Can you roleplay alone? Well, yeah, you can. A bunch of programs that allow you to do solo roleplays. I don't use them for my own series, but I have used them before in my D&D series, the Yeti to Die series, but it isn't the voice that we're used to hearing.
People of Incardio, I come from my study to speak to you.
Go check that out if you want. You can really see what I was doing. But yes, you can do roleplay alone. Yes, you can do it in games alone. But then it comes to the question, it's like, is it okay to openly roleplay in a game? And it's like, well, I mean, you can, but then it depends on, how do you do it? Are you, using your voice to roleplay? I wouldn't recommend openly roleplaying through voice, but if you want to do through text, a lot of times you actually do text roleplay, which you can do. You can text roleplay it, sure, fine. I've seen it a lot when I'm playing on Elder Scrolls, but I'm not doing my own series. It can spark a conversation, kind of like, just being out in public. You can spark a conversation with a random person, and who knows where to lead. Just be careful. If you want to know what I mean by be careful, go check out my romance roleplay video. thing, because, yeah, that was a mess. I guess now it all boils down to why. Why do I feel like roleplay is great? Why should you roleplay? Roleplay is wonderful, and as I said previously, I kind of screwed the pooch on that, and I really wasn't doing exactly what I say I'm doing now, or what I'm saying in this guide, because I kind of fell into the idea that I have to do what everyone else is doing and try and rush through things and just get through the game as quickly as possible. And I was sitting here, and that's why the videos haven't really been coming out lately, is like, I screwed up. I messed up. Roleplay is more of like an art form. It's a challenge, an opportunity to experience the gaming world in a new way. And I mean, a lot of people are daunted by the idea of role-playing because some people think it's too boring, or it takes too long, or they don't have the time, or trying to join roleplay guild is extremely, intimidating because you don't want to look like an idiot, or you don't want to look like you know what you're doing, which, I'm sorry, everybody starts at ground zero. Nobody really walks into roleplay and says, I know exactly what I'm doing. I am a master of what I do. Go join a guild. Go start roleplaying. It's great. It's great fun. Most people don't want to invest the time despite their interest. They really are interested in roleplay, but they don't want to put the effort into it. And the thing is that roleplay isn't something you can just pick up and put down. Roleplaying is difficult, but it doesn't require a master's degree either. You don't need a diploma to say, I can roleplay, because nobody has a degree that can allow them to roleplay. It just requires time. It's patience, learning about your world, learning about who your character is, how to play as your character, what your race, their needs, their wants, desires, their fears, and just thinking outside of the box. You can either go check out this video, or this video, and get an idea of what I'm talking about when it comes to roleplay, because these are my 3 current series that I'm running: Alpha, Surviving 76, and Dodaro's Quest. Or you can stick around here, subscribe for more content like this, where I go into in-depth into roleplay, story writing, and all sorts of topics about character development. I hope you'll join me in my next adventure, and until next time, bye-bye.